And welcome back, YouTube. I'm Gord, and welcome back to my Amnesia playthrough. This is episode 7? Yeah, 7. 7's right, okay. And I'm back in front of the creepy waterfall fountain thingy. Not a waterfall, it's a fountain. And, you know, last episode I dealt with the creepy water monster, you know, Jaws-themed motherfucker. You know, something in the water. 18 men went out on the boat, only 12 men came back on the boat. And, you know, shit like that. So, so yeah, so my goal for this episode is to start working on getting that elevator down that way working. I have quite a few choices on where I can go right now. I forget what's down here. What's down here? Down here there is storage. Okay, I'm gonna start off in the seemingly least important room that I can go into, which seems like the guest room. Seems like that would have the least amount to do with the elevator as possible. So I can start with that and see where it takes me. Now I'm quite worried. I mean, that last episode I had to deal with that horrific ghoul from whatever, and if the game's getting like that, I'm worried about what I'm gonna see next. He returned the teacup to the saucer and picked up the orb as one would an apple, and pondered on the strange happenings. Did he now? Is he a philosopher? Just pondering? Alright. So let's see what kind of like nasty shit I'm gonna have to encounter.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Okay, so something somewhere is taking his journal. Is this it? Oh, I found it, buddy. It's right here. No? Okay. Let's get it. So let's take a look around. Now again, it's nighttime, it's dark out. I can't really keep those open. Okay. So you know, I turn the lights off in my room. I'm wearing a headset. You know, playing this game in the most optimally scary way I can. So I'm always just a bit worried that something's gonna fucking jump out somewhere. See what we got in this room. Oil, cool. Could always use some oil. Get out of here. Drawers. Alright. Anything else in his desk? It looks like someone just ransacked the place. It's like pretty hardcore. Cool, another health potion, although health potions lead me to believe that I'm gonna need to use health potions. And I don't like that. I don't want to have to use a health potion. Nice and windy. Can I open up? No, I can't open up a window. Let's see what we got.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
I'd be worried for him too. I mean, so something mauled this guy that, you know, left the distinctive attacking marks that a lion would. That could be not at all true. But stuck due to a broken lock. Where's M on my keyboard? I can't see because it's dark. Find another way to open the closed door in the guest room. And not just Can wail on it? No. Can I fix the lock? No. Okay. Okay. So I'll keep an eye out for something that might, do that. Is it this? I missed the door. No. Okay. So none of that shit's about to work. Let's see what else we got in here. I'm liking with the theme of well-lit rooms. I'm liking that. Let's keep it up. Crowbar. They make this shit far too easy. How do you open a stuck door? Well, we just happen to have a crowbar here. Alright, I'll read you in a second. I'm gonna leave this open. Just the one side anyway, so I can quickly run in and hide if I need to. Like that, like so. So, let's see. Is there anything under the bed? No. What?
Daniel?
What?
Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes. I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Okay. So I go to make the bed and it shows me dudes having nightmares. I would have nightmares too. In fact, I have been after playing this game, and going to bed right after. I wouldn't call them nightmares, but I've been having definitely dreams inspired by this game, and it's
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
He said that last part really creepy. What are those pieces in my drawing room? And it sounded kind of creepy. Now, shit happens when you progress in the story. So I'm gonna pick up this crowbar and something's gonna fucking pop out behind me, I bet. Nothing? Okay, well I'm cool with that too. Fucking cockroaches. Let's crowbar this bitch open.
The key. Please, let it be here.
An important key is hidden in the guest room. Okay. Now it's not considerably dark, but it could get pretty dark pretty fast, so I'm gonna waste a flint here. God knows, like, anything could happen. Shit. Okay, I'm hidden. backtrack. I think he took off. Okay, I think whatever that was took off. Jesus. Oh, I was pretty quick with the hiding. Alright. Yeah, this door doesn't need to be open. I don't like, you know... I'd just rather not have a place where people can sneak up behind me. Move these shirts now. Okay. Let's move this out of my way. Key, I mean, if it's hidden, I doubt it'd just be in plain sight in these friggin' drawers, but... Let's read this, see what we got.
4th of July, 1839. It's done! The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
So after all the crazy shit to do with this orb, you're like, oh, well, it could have been made in a factory. Like, the pieces of glass that changed could have been made in a factory, eh? Is it down in there? No. Let's see, get this back out of the way. So we need to do some laundry around here. Those shirts are stiff. Let's say it's hidden. It's hidden in the guest room, so basically anywhere in this like area. Not just this little room. It's nothing to do with that picture. Okay, obviously that's something. Jesus.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
So he hid something and then he forgot where it was. What a tool. Machine room key. I didn't even know the machine room is locked, but now we have a key for it. So that's why you start with the room that seems least like you want to go in it. Because you end up doing shit backwards, you don't have to backtrack and all that nonsense. So I found a key. Is there anything else in here? I'm just gonna take a quick look around. I'm doubting it, but you know. I need to look through most of this stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, I'm happily done with this area. Let's go check out another room. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Ooh. Magical orb. Makes kings. Okay, what the fuck? That wasn't there a minute ago. Thoroughly disturbed. with this then. It's a study. Okay. Might as well bite the bullet. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. Okay, too bad for Professor Taylor. Too bad for Mrs. Taylor. I mean, Mrs. Taylor and little Johnny Taylor and little Sally Taylor. Those are the real victims there. You know, for all I know, he had like 8 children. And, you know, now they're all starving, and living in the gutter because Professor Taylor's damn curiosity. It's quiet. It's too quiet. I don't like that. Keep an eye out for a place to hide in case I need to real quick. Just real quick, is there anywhere I can light up real quick in here? Good area that will provide some light all over the place. That's a good start. Boxes. Really? My heartbeat means my sanity's not doing great. Okay. It's not that dark, is it? Alright, what's this? Nothing. This is the study, right? It looks more like storage to me. I mean, all haphazard shit all over the place. Slightly worried. It's just, I'm gonna stop pussyfooting around, or I'm gonna try. Hold on. Might as well dump it all in there. What do we got here? Okay, this is one I gotta read apparently. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johan Wire. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Parisian woods this summer. I finally found one of those orbs I have been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It's pretty good. It was as it was told about. An underground Mithrak temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Smooth and jagged, damn. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails, when I finally found the cavern. I went inside, and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, This is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo throughout the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. What a heartless bastard. Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal, black with leaves of cinder. The ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. So that was a huge-ass mouthful. Alright, there we go. So, still fairly worried that the Guardian will come get me. Don't see anything really around in the bookshelves. I don't want to dilly-dally with my fuel going down like it is. Cracked window panes are held together only by weak wooden frame. So what are you saying? I should smash that shit? Close doors behind me just because I really don't like the idea of an open space behind me where people could sneak up. Nice hammer covered in blood. Cool. What's that? Milestones of human anatomy. Understanding locomotion. Okay. What do we got here? Understanding balance. The canine jaw. So I have been hearing quite a few dogs around. Ooh, that's a creepy. At first I saw the shadow, then I saw this one. So it's like there's some taxidermy up in here. Yeah, it's when you get a dog, you stuff him and you make him do your tax return. That's what taxidermy is. That is school jail right there. Okay, scissors. Let's read that. Animal experiment. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress which seems to trigger an androgynous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genius, or genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only humans being able to only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Alright, that's that's pretty thoroughly fucked up. Mr. Scientist Man thinks he can, thinks brains produce energy when they're scared, which, you know, fight or flight, you know, it's a proven thing. Oops.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw. But I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Some evil, evil shit, man. Some evil, evil shit. Ugh. Poor doggies. Poor doggies. Alright. Let's, I think this room is pretty much... Is there anything under the table here? No. Okay. See, I don't like this, because I got a feeling now that I'm gonna be, like, running into, like, ghost dogs. Ghost dogs. Alright. Pull this out briefly. Alright. See that over there? This is another thing I read on the wiki when I was looking into sanity. That's a picture of Alexander, and depending on my sanity, he will look very different in the picture. His face will get all twisted and fucked up. Oh hey, little statue. I can't help but notice you're very under-equipped there, buddy. Well, he's probably, you know what? I'm gonna stop looking at that because it's probably like a young boy or something. That's not cool. That's what we got over here. Totally forget about all that. How is this? Anyway, it's making like squishy sounds. Oh, that's an eyeball. I don't know where it went now. Must have rolled. Oh. Ew. That's squishy. Alright, I'll read you in a second. Let me just, take a look, see what we got over here. More canine anatomy pictures. Book, can't read it though. Headless 12-year-old child. Come on, get a little closer there. There you go. Get in my way, dumb chair. Oh shit, son. So I take it that was an unsettling event. Slight headache. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, it was creepy, but it wasn't really that creepy. I mean, ooh, skulls. Is there anything like behind these skulls? No, just a desk full of skulls. Okay. Wait, is that is there another drawer? Okay. That would suck if there was like a middle drawer on all these desks that I've been missing this whole time. So we got up here, anything? Nope. Alright, let's read this paper. Alright. Anatomy Frontiers, 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yield nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill the void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they will prove less of a hassle to acquire. See, you never fuck around with like evil Evil science. It just doesn't get you anywhere. It's always like a negative drawback. Ghosts and shit. I should be like looking out for a place I can hide. I don't think there was anything in there, but... Oh yeah, can I break that window now? Really didn't. Is that necessary? So like a parkour thing to get around the outside? I had a feeling that there's gonna be a locked door up around this corner. Oh. It's just not a locked door in a sense, but definitely a blocked passage. Alright. So time to do some castle parkour. That's crouch. I want to do shift for run. Shit. This is not a very good place for like something to come out at me. I am fairly fucked if something goes to chase me. Looks like that's it. I also don't have a very easy way to get out of here. Emergency decelerator? Okay, must be something for the elevator. What the fuck is that? Is that a pretzel or some shit? Oh, it's like a valve. Alright, let's see what this is. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind is not even wasted a breath. Yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who in all fairness should have entered that gate. What gate? Like a regular like iron like castle gate, or like a star gate, or like what are we talking? What kind of gate, huh? Could just be like a fence gate. Like, you know, there was like a farmer field, and you know they were both starving, and one of them was like, all right, I'm gonna go through this gate into the farm and get some food. And I don't know, I'm rambling, but gates. Okay. Let's light something up in here. Also, let's close this door. I'm not a big fan of having doors open lying around. So let's keep this room fairly well lit. Anything over here in the bookshelves? Lots of tools. Gears, a saw. Alright, let's... Hooked up the flow cycle rod. I'm imagining... I'm gonna gather a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna get to the machine room, and it's gonna be like, we're missing a flow cycle rod, and something else, and I'll be like, oh, shit, man, I got that already. So, let's see what this is. Ooh. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8, down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machines will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. So I need 4 phase amplitude and Trinity Steam set function. Fucked if I know what that is. But I need it. Alright, I got a feeling there's... gotta... to that song. Whoa, sometimes I get a bad feeling. Something's gonna fuck me up. Oh, do I just go back out through the window? Cool, Tinder's always cool. Let's waste one, even though I'll probably never return to this area again, but just because I don't want to stand here looking around with my fuel burning down. I never really looked at these pictures before. What are they doing here, huh? One guy seems to be spanking a cow. No, having fun. Well, this other guy plays the violin. It's good. Violin always makes just awesome cow spanking music. That picture is well painted. The picture is very topical for the time. I think, yeah, most definitely. Okay, enough looking at the picture. Let's I guess we're done here. Let's go back outside, I guess, and head back out into the main room there. Alright, what's... There's nothing over here, but I feel really vulnerable up on this ledge. Thought I saw something. Alright, so that's that. Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. There was no way for him to know. Such terrible things happen with no way for you to know. Seems exceptionally more windy around here. Could be me. Could be me. So, okay, we checked out the top rooms up there. What are we looking at in rooms down here? Is there any more rooms this way? I think I'm just down to 2 more rooms now. Because there's only 2 up there. Storage is down there. And then we have the machine room in here. Is there any other rooms in here? Oh.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Now, I don't know about any of that. Parasol in the desert? Come on. Why don't you speak, like, proper English? And it's an umbrella. But yeah, no, an umbrella in the desert, for sure. Nothing to be ashamed of. I'd rock that. I'd rock one of those, like, multicolored ones. And, like, twirl it. Looks like a rainbow or something. That would be awesome. Okay, so I was checking for rooms before I was interrupted rudely, I might add, by a cutscene. Yeah, so it's just a machine room, which I'm figuring will probably be the last thing I want to do. So, here's what I'm going to do. If I'm correct, this video should have run about 40 minutes by now. I'm going to stop off the video here, and when I get back, we will take care of the storage room down there, so... I'm fairly sure that's all that's left. So yeah, alright, well, again, thanks for watching. Remember, every view counts. I love you guys for checking my stuff out. And, yeah, stay tuned, because we'll check out the storage room, and we might even get around to the machine room and the elevator in the next episode. So, thanks for watching, and this is Gord. I'm taking off. Have a good one, YouTube.